Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. It's Wednesday, which means new comic books are hitting the shelves all across the world. Whether not digital, physical, it's like new comic book day. You should be going to your comic book shop, not watching this video, like go to your comic book shop, go pick up your comics, buy some new comics. It's like the awesomest day of the week, every single week. Alright, Marvel has hooked us up with one of their graphic novels that are coming out this week, one of their trades coming out, not really a trade, it's a graphic novel coming out this week. It is Deadpool, Bad Blood. Now, this one is Rob Liefeld's return to the character. Joining him are Chris Sims and Chad Bowers. And, you know, Liefeld is the reason we have Deadpool, one of the reasons we have Deadpool, and basically is a creator who's championed this character and given us a whole host of characters that we still love today. Deadpool, Cable, Domino, Shatterstar, yeah, just a long, long list. And absolutely shaped the X universe. This probably being one of the biggest, and due to this character, he's also probably going to reshape television and definitely reshaping movies. I mean, the Deadpool film has did amazing business for very little budget. One of the most profitable films of last year, beyond successful. And you know, we're getting a sequel next year. We're getting an animated series next year. Deadpool is just super popular. Now, enough by why Deadpool is, like, really important. Let's get straight to the actual comic book and my review. Alright, so as I said, Marvel has hooked us up with this, so take that with a grain of salt as to whether or not I'm full of crap or not as far as the review. Now, I've said in numerous videos before, I'm not a Deadpool fan. I just think the humor, the slapstick style is not my type of Deadpool. I've loved him in X-Force. I think it was Rick Remender who wrote him when he was slightly crazy and slightly out there, but you know, didn't quite have the Looney Tunes vibe about him. This version is a nice mix in between. I think he does a really solid job. All of the creators do a really, really solid job of giving us a balance between that Looney Tunes vision and that X-Force vision. He's kind of in the middle, which is kind of what Liefeld's original was like. He was a bit more serious, and then over the years he kind of got really goofy. The story is, well, it's kind of hard to say without spoiling. It involves Deadpool, it involves Garrison Kane, it involves Domino, and a new character, I believe, who we haven't seen anywhere else. Pretty sure we haven't seen anywhere else. And someone's out trying to kill Deadpool, and it goes from there. Now, if you're a long-time Deadpool fan, if I said any of those names and you say, oh, sweet, Garrison Kane and Domino, I'm really excited to see them, then you're going to really enjoy this. If you don't give a crap about any of those characters, you're probably not. The story itself is pretty decent. Like, it's set up well, it gets built pretty well. The last kind of like half of it, third of it, whatever, quarter of it, is just, you know, tons of fights. So we're not talking deep character development here, though there's actually really solid backstory as far as the character that Deadpool has to fight. That's all revealed. It'll be interesting to see what they maybe use this in the future. So overall, I mean, like, it's kind of brainless 90s fun is the best way of putting it. This is exactly the type of story I would expect in 1990s X-Men, Deadpool, X-Force type of story. I'm not knocking it at all. I grew up on those comics. It's just, that's kind of what it reminded me of. This isn't like some in-depth thing where you're really looking for depth of characters and want deep backstory and philosophical debates, stuff like that. It's about punching, cutting, and shooting things. Straight up. As far as the art, you know, it's Liefeld. You're either going to love it, you're going to hate it. You know, I know we have made some fun of him in the past, but he does provide feet in this. There are numerous pouches, but the thing I actually really like about it is that Liefeld seems to be in on the joke at this point. You know, if you follow him online, he is fantastic towards fans. He's really appreciative about what he's done and the things in his life and the things that he's created, and I will never mock him for that. He is super sincere, and you know that I'm giving tons of props. The thing that really actually won me over with this is the fact that he seems to make fun of himself. There's pouch jokes. There are jokes about feet in it. They're kind of all in there. So whether or not that's Rob Liefeld or Chris Sims or Chad Bowers, I don't know whose influence that was. Mad props to you. Like, that is something I wasn't expecting, and the fact that you kind of threw it in there for everyone to laugh at like absolutely fantastic, and I as a reader appreciate that, and it just shows me that you're a stand-up guy and stand-up people, and because there's more than one involved on this, and that you kind of art seem to be sore about that. As I said, it's about the art. It's Rob Liefeld's art. You're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it because of that. We kind of get art like this. It's a lot of crazy poses, lots of pouches, a lot of guns that just define physics. Generally, though, it's solid. I mean, you get some fun, entertaining things like this, humor stuff. There are some issues here and there with the art. Trying to find good examples, and I really probably should have looked at it. Like here with Cable. In a flashback, we don't see an X and this like little pill X thing that's on his chest, but we see it here. So there's like slight mistakes here and there. Pouches every so often like might be on in one panel but aren't on another. They're really minor, but they were noticeable for me, so it stood out. But it is what it is. This doesn't kill a story. Overall, I mean, if you're a fan of Rob Liefeld, if you're a fan of 90s X-Men and X-Force and Deadpool, this really took me back to that time, and it really feels like a comic from that age kind of brought to modern time with better coloring, better printing, and a bit better of a format. Now this is priced at $24.99. It's a little bit expensive. If this was $19.99 or $15.99, if it was $15.99, I would say it's worth the $15.99. $19.99, I kind of hedge on that. $24.99 is a little bit expensive, I think. You're going to probably be able to find it for sale online, cheaper. You might want to wait to that. That's about the only thing I'll say. $24.99 is a little bit much, I think, for what you get. But the format is absolutely fantastic. Like, the binding is great. Sorry, that was a bookmark that I had. The binding is great. Like, the cover is nice and solid. It's just not really all that thick for something that's $24.99 when I'm buying graphic novels that are like 300 pages for $24.99. So that's about probably my one knock. So this is one definitely for Deadpool fans, fans of 90s X-Force, and fans of Rob Liefeld. I want to say thank you to Marvel for hooking us up with this again. If you're into Rob Liefeld, X-Force, Deadpool, comics, Marvel, whatever, you should check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com or on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Till next time, keep eating those chimichangas and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.